everybody. We are here on a special episode of Roots, Roots, and Real Talk, and we're going to talk about behind the scenes with our wonderful producer, Neil Oshta.
I'm just very surprised, I didn't even know this was gonna happen. Not until right now.
I mean, we're literally winging this whole thing, right, Neil?
Exactly. And I can't wait to edit this.
And be
Can't
like,
wait
what
to
is
edit.
happening here? But I love that it worked out perfectly. Today, we're going to find out a bit more about who you are. That's going to be very deep. And we're going to help you answer some live, deep questions you might have.
Perfect. I love that.
And we're going to talk a bit more about the behind the scenes of Roots, Roots, and Real Talk and why it matters for you.
Can't wait. Yeah.
Okay. So tell me more about Neil Oshta.
Me.
Awesome you.
First of all, I am 17 years old right now, and I'm in my first year in my university, which is going amazing. Obviously, I have this amazing podcast going on. And I've just moved to London as well. Just everything is new right now, and it's amazing. And I'm originally from Turkey. Love Turkey also, but I'm so excited for this chapter of my life. I just can't wait to do lots and lots of things. And this project, first of all, a great accomplishment. I can feel like all the good things that are going to come with it as well. So yeah, that's me. And I'm interested in many, many things, I'd say. I do content creation. Let me do my quick little advertisement
TikTok
there.
influencer in the house.
Hopefully we'll see. Yeah, I really love content creation a lot. I think it's been my thing since I was a small child. Even I was just like super interested in creating things, and I do love playing tennis, but I recently broke my wrist, by the way, and so I couldn't do that, and that happened while I was snowboarding. So as you can see, a very variety of hobbies just flying around right now. So I'm really excited to find myself as well in this bonus episode. So we'll see.
I love it. So, Nia, you are currently studying marketing.
I am.
So why are you passionate about marketing? What made you choose that?
I think marketing, well, business in general, when I'm thinking about it, like reflecting on it, I just wanted to create, to solve, kind of. And marketing is just the best part about it because it's the fun part. Marketing is understanding people, being in their shoes. What does the buyer, the customer want? How can I make that appealing? That's just the best part. Is a little bit makeup on the product you're selling or the business.
Are you having fun working on Roots, Roots, and Real Talk and making that happen? What has been your experience so far?
Yeah, I love it so much. I think when you're passionate about something, it just doesn't feel like work. And it's the same with this podcast as well. Anything I do, it feels like it's not enough sometimes. That's what I'm struggling with. I just want to do more, but at the same time, I'm like, oh, am I doing too much now? Maybe. I don't know. What do you think?
Ooh, such a good perspective and question. I mean, I am the queen of side quests and multitasking on things. It does get exhausting, but whenever I look back at everything that I did and they were all competing and then I managed to finish things, at the end of the day, I'm like, I'm so glad I did it because I forget all the pain that was involved and I only remember the happy parts.
Yeah.
So even having this podcast with Sirafusa and you while having a full-time job, while doing other side quests like learning new languages, it does feel sometimes a little bit too much, but then I'm like, but imagine all the stories we're going to bring to people. Imagine all the secrets we will unravel that it took us all these years to find out and our guests all these years to find out. And then I forget all about the hard work behind it. And the thing is, we're young and full of energy only once, and we have this drive, maybe not all the time in our lives, like things might change. So why not do it while we can?
Totally.
So Neil, you are working behind the scenes for Roots, Roots, and Real Talk. What have been your favorite moments so far?
Favorite moment? I think it's these moments that we're filming, or maybe before filming. Wow, that's a good question, though.
That's why I'm the co-host. Sorry, Sirafusa, you're not there on this one.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Sirafusa. But yeah, I like the little catching up. It's like our sometimes monthly, sometimes bi-weekly catch-up moment. I think. And I do love researching as well about what the next episode is going to be, what's it going to bring, what kind of research, what kind of information does it involve. And the editing part, I love the editing part, obviously, but it's just not my favorite, you know? That's the thing. But yeah, I love all of it, to be honest. Like, I'm actually being very genuine, and it's a fun job.
Yeah.
It's a fun job.
What would be the dream for you about Fruit Route and Real Talk podcast?
Oh, wow. There's this saying. Probably everyone that's listening this podcast knows this saying. A company can grow as much as a CEO's dreams. I think it's kind of in those lines, maybe. I'm not saying that I'm the CEO. I just think of it as all of us, like all three of us. So I dream big. I like to dream big because just why not? You know, why not dream big? Why limit yourself? Universe is not on a budget, which is also another line that I love.
Universe is not on a budget.
That's
Just
true
gonna
though.
go
Think
for it.
about it. Actually, it really isn't. And I know what you and Sarafusa are capable of. And I know what kind of amazing opportunities that will actually work out because of this podcast. So I'm dreaming big. I'm not gonna say what kind of dreams they are just now, but big is a great word for it.
Big dreams. What did you say? Universe is not on a budget?
Yeah.
That's gonna be something we're gonna keep around for a while.
Right.
I think we need to frame it and keep it up. The
Exactly,
universe
right
is
there.
not on the budget. Keep
Exactly.
dreaming big.
Mhm.
I love that, Neil. So Neil, you're on first year of uni. And I can imagine you have so many questions about life, about what to do next, what we should be like. You might have lots of questions. So today, I'm going to try and help you answer your questions based on what I have learned so far. No lessons, but if you have them, I can imagine other people have them who are in first year uni, second
That's
year
true.
uni, going through the whole thing, being in a country that's not yours, having to navigate different work streams. So
I feel so lucky right now.
yeah. I mean, we do this every time, but we're gonna pretend we never do this, and we're gonna answer them today.
So I think it's inevitable. In your first year, you just want to do everything, I think. Do everything, but at the same time, it's so difficult not to burn out or just procrastinate. I know a lot of people, including me, do deal with that. So maybe one question might be around that. How to deal with procrastination and burnout.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
that's a
trying to
very
figure.
general
I'm
question.
trying to figure that out till now.
Okay.
But if I go back to my first year of uni, so to set back the scene, I was in Morocco. I was in pharmacy school. It was such a difficult school. Basically, at the end of the year, if you failed even like one subject, you repeated the whole year. So the pressure was intense. So I'm going to admit here in public something that I have never admitted in public. But I failed so many exams that year, despite working over hours, like killing myself for the exams and everything. The only good thing was at the end of the year, you would get a chance to repass those exams.
Okay.
So that's like your lifeline. If you don't pass those, you repeat the whole year. I killed myself. Like I had no life. I had no social activities. I was just doing work, study, submit. And then I think my mom had prayed very hard for me, or I prayed very hard for me. But that's the only reason I passed that year.
Right.
But then I realized, like, if I'm going to work all of this and then I'm just going to barely pass, especially the first year, then am I going to spend the next, like, few years, and it's a long journey to become a pharmacist back then, am I going to spend all the next few years just doing this and, like, stressing, and maybe it's never enough? So I took a very important decision. The next year, I relaxed a little bit more from the intense, like, oh, deadline, procrastinating. I really chilled about it. And I started doing side quests as a profession. Like, I would do things that bring me energy, that bring me joy. And it really balanced things out because I was so not obsessed on just like the studies part of things that it really helped me get the energy I needed to do that when I need it. And then I was never stressed. I knew I would, even if I failed on something, I'll find a way to resolve it. And that
Wow.
confidence boost, that source of energy was great. Until today, that stays with me. That's why you see me doing all these side quests, because it's my source of energy.
That's true.
Working in inclusion, working in creating spaces where people feel welcomed, doing exciting things that bring me joy, like learning a new language. I do that in addition to a full-time job. Doing a podcast with Neil and
That's
Sarafusa,
true.
I do that because it brings me energy. So I wouldn't see it as, I have so much things on work, on study, that I can't do anything. Like, it's so, I'm burning out. It's like, find out things that bring you energy to avoid that burnout while you're doing the things you have to do as a fundamental, would be the thing that really helped me. So again, do what you want with that information. It really worked with me, but it's not for everybody, maybe.
So it's like find your stuff kind of that brings you energy,
Yeah.
right? Perfect. This is kind of vague. I don't know. It doesn't count like a question, but I want to know, how important is LinkedIn?
Oh my God.
I know it's so important, but like how?
I mean, that's so random.
I know it's so random. That's why I just don't want this to kind of maybe not count as a question.
So, I would say, as someone who really benefited a lot from social media, but in a professional setting, I would say you should invest time on it, especially as you're starting your career, because I have never had that level of access to very interesting people. In the past, you needed to know their email or someone needed to introduce you. But like LinkedIn now is like a window to all the exciting people you want to reach out to. The first thing is, sometimes we don't know how to get to the jobs that we want to do. So basically what it does is you just find out someone who's doing a dream job, and then you can look the different steps they took. And then you can say, oh, I could do this. And then you can look down and you're like, okay, so after studying, this is the first thing they did. And then you could just go find another person who's doing that now, connect with them so that you can ask how they did what they did. The other thing is, you have this big, beautiful idea maybe, and you don't know, you're not sure, and you want someone's opinion. People are quite open to answer and share their expertise in that space.
They really are. And
Right?
that's one
Did you
thing
see
that
that?
I did not expect actually. It feels like almost welcoming when you ask them a question and people are just like very happy to hear you asking a question about them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, people are interested to share what they know because
Exactly.
it took them so long to figure it out. They're like, if I could help anyone else not to spend 10 years to figure this thing out that could help everything to them in 1 year, why not, right?
Yeah.
So that's the second thing. And then the third thing is all about personal branding. I never understood the value of that until I had someone really explain to me that as someone who's working, especially like employed, you're literally you're selling a service of one, right? You're selling the service that you provide, your expertise, your knowledge. And if you were a product, you would have done marketing for that product. But you're a human, so we're going to do branding of you. Like, how do you present to the world? What are your values? What do you care about? How would you be if they were around you? So I do feel it's quite important to invest in that so people know what they're buying. I mean, we're humans, so they're not buying me, but like the service they're getting, the type of person they're hiring. So LinkedIn definitely allows you to do that.
Perfect. That was just like a bonus question. My second one is, I don't think I'm too bad at this, but I always think that I can improve the way I react or just in general, because recently I applied for some sort of a position in a great role, let me say. I'm kind of keeping it close. That would have brought me a lot of network opportunities, a lot of great things, and I got rejected. But that's okay. I don't know if this is right, but I think you have to kind of get yourself out there so you can also be okay with rejection. But that's what I was going to ask you. How do I deal with rejection?
Oh my God, Neil, that's so deep. First of all, way to go, you, to being vulnerable and sharing this. Because this is what I love about your generation. You guys are like out there and put your heart into your sleeve. Because what people do is they get 1 million rejections and then they get one yes, but they will never talk about the rejections. So then it looks like, oh, it just happened to them. So other people think, oh, I must be so terrible. That's why it's not really working out for me. So I love that you're honest about that. And the thing is, oftentimes, if something is really not for you, that's why you don't get it. But other times, there are like moments where you say, I expect to be rejected. So even when you submit for the said thing, you enter in a place of already having lost. So I would say explore in the future when you'll be going into these things. How could I be like entering it with a bit more confidence? Because people can smell the lack of confidence on something or not. If you are convinced this is yours, nobody else can take it away from you. They feel
Wow.
the energy. They feel like, oh, she's doubting, so why should I give her this opportunity? But if you're going to it and say, hey, this is mine, and like, yeah, so when are you going to give it? It's not, will you give it to me, but when? I think it changed the whole thing. But then the last thing I'm going to say is, so one of the current jobs I'm doing, it took me almost 10 years of rejection to get it. It was my dream job. It was the thing I have been wanting to do forever, but it was never the right time. I never approached it the right way. So it took me almost every year a no. They were most of the time not formal no's, but like, you're not ready now, da, 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 continuous rejection until I got it. But I'm so glad I stuck to it because now I get to do my dream job.
That's true.
So if it's really the right thing for you, I mean, persist. But then sometimes you realize it was never actually the thing for you. So you're like, let's go.
Oh, well, maybe it worked for the better. Kind of
Right?
thing. Yeah. Okay.
Good question. I'll come back to you with my other questions. I want to understand about what's going on in your mind
Okay.
right now. So your first year in uni, you're discovering a new country. You're
Oh, yeah.
discovering lots of new things. What's going on in your mind right now? Like you, your generation, your friend group. What's worrying you? What's keeping you up at night?
First of all, I just want to say, before starting uni, I wasn't very anxious about finding the right friend group. Will I be alone? Because I always thought, I don't know, I always felt almost relaxed, like I knew what was gonna happen, that the right people would find me and I would find them if I just was myself, basically. And I do think that's what happened. So my friend group, I am so grateful. I feel like I have great friends now. All of them are in different places right now, different countries mostly sometimes. But yeah, that's what's keeping me up, kind of not being able to see them. Other than that, everything has been great actually. I'm all obviously adapting right now. Even like the language. I mean, I know English. I speak English, but not this much, obviously. Not this much. But, when everything's new, it's a weird feeling. A new chapter, exactly, but it's the same book. So I don't know. Kind of in between right now. But yeah, it's great though. And the uni is obviously amazing. Like, they weren't lying, okay? They weren't lying.
She's doing like a full-on
Yeah, I know.
publicity for her uni right now.
Exactly.
I hope they're gonna pay.
A scholarship. Can I say that maybe? I don't know.
Scholarship, always good for international students.
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
I love that, Neil.
Actually, can I get the question again, maybe?
You answered it. It's good.
Oh, did I?
Did you?
Okay, good.
But we agreed. The vibe in this podcast is we don't really answer questions. We just get the feeling and we
actually.
go. Okay, my second question is, obviously TikTok is
Oh
a
my
huge
God.
thing.
Yeah.
Can you please update me on the top trending trends
Oh
right now?
my God. Okay. So, the first one that comes to my mind right now as we're filming this is, because they're gonna change probably when I edit this, is, okay, there's this song. It's called Bare Minimum right now, and it's
Okay.
all over my For You page. And
Okay.
I absolutely love that song. Maybe that's my soundtrack.
Okay, you're bear with me.
Why not? Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
Bare minimum. Okay.
I don't want to base this off on wrong information, but as I know, it's based on like Slavic men, I think.
Okay.
It's like He has a ring with my initial on it. He buys me iPhone. Very materialistic, but yeah, that's the lyrics, by the way. He buys me
was me.
iPhone. He pays
Okay.
for me in the restaurants. He buys me flowers. He's just like this very generous man, kind of. That song, and people are just like taking videos.
So that's one trend. A second
Okay.
one.
Second one, let me think. There's this very cute trend.
Yeah.
It's a very cute song. It's like a two people trend. One person is having like the camera on top, and the other one is sort of running in a way, but not running. So it looks like the person on top is holding them from their hair,
Oh.
and the other one is trying to run, but they can't because they're in the same place. I don't know what the trend is called, but it's like a very cute and very fun trend. I will show you all of these, and it will make sense.
So my millennial and Gen X, I hope you've been instructed in the wonderful.
We should actually make that with you guys. Why not? Why not?
Serafusa, you've been voluntold to do this
Serafusa.
now, in case you are not hearing.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, we will do it with Serafusa.
Okay, so that's cool. It's now your time to teach me 2 Gen Alpha
Oh.
words
Oh my
that are
God.
currently trending that I need to be knowing. Last time you
Oh.
taught me Delulu, which was very
Oh,
cool.
Delulu, yeah.
Now I know Delulu. Anything else I should
Gen
know?
Alpha. Is it
You're
like
Z?
specific? I'm Z.
Oh, sorry, she's Gen Z. Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I insulted you. I'm sorry.
This is kind of an insult, not
Okay,
gonna lie.
okay, what are Gen Z saying? Sorry.
I don't know. Wow, this is weird.
What do
Okay,
you
hold
guys
on.
say? What do you guys
Okay, there's this trend I want to teach you is looks maxing.
Looks max. What does that mean?
Looks-maxing.
Looks maxing.
Oh, looks maxing is like, and looks maxing is a whole another like genre by itself. What a topic, by the way. But it's like basically ways to make yourself look better. But I would say it's a bit of a toxic community, maybe, because people are going kind of crazy, and
Okay.
yeah,
I'm scared of that trend now.
that's
I'm
true.
gonna
No, she's
I'm gonna
scared.
kindly step out of this conversation.
But yeah.
But it is true. We went through so many phases of just come as you are, like you're perfect, you're beautiful, all the Dove campaigns, like, and now it's like we're reverting back. Do you
Maybe.
feel that sometimes? Do you feel that pressure of looking a certain way, acting a certain way, thinking a certain way?
I think everyone is, I think. At this point, who doesn't feel that pressure of society's just like expectations, the beauty trends, norms, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, well, at the end of the day, I think you should just not forget that looks they pass by. You don't stay the same at all as you grow old, by age, by years. Something just might happen tomorrow and you might look like a complete different person, but that just does not change who you are on the inside. Okay.
I love this, Neil. So, for people to know, I've known Neil actually for, I don't know, I stopped counting years
Oh, it's been
now.
so long,
It's been
yeah.
a while, and I've had the honor of mentoring her through the different
Yes.
moments of
No,
life.
it was my honor.
You grow and mature into the person you're becoming, and we get to work together
Yeah,
now.
we
So this
do.
is even better.
Yeah, exactly.
And to finish off, because we're coming almost at time, I don't know how 30 minutes just went
Oh my
by.
gosh.
As you can see, I was
Okay.
telling you it was gonna
Yeah,
go
that's
so
true.
fast. To finish off, Nia, I'm gonna ask you a couple of like rapid fire questions so that our
Oh, okay.
audience knows who you are.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite color?
Blue.
What's your favorite book right now?
Oh, my favorite book. It's
Fast,
the
fast, fast,
The
fast.
7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. I think that's the name.
Your favorite music right now?
Music. I said bare minimum
bare
song,
minimum.
actually.
You said it actually. Your favorite place in London?
Oh my gosh, my home. I don't know.
Your home?
Okay.
Come on, you're in London.
Okay,
Outside
maybe.
your home.
This has to be like in London.
In London.
Mm.
Has to be in London.
Well, you know what? I have no idea. Hold on.
This rapid thing is becoming.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Royal Albert Hall.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's very beautiful.
Okay, I let that pass.
Okay.
But don't be this long.
Good,
next
yeah,
time.
it took too long.
Yeah. Your favorite holiday destination?
Oh my God. Right now?
Yeah.
Korea.
Yeah, you were just
Yeah.
in Korea, right?
I love Korea so much.
Did you enjoy that trip?
Absolutely.
What was your highlight?
Everything. Honestly, that's like so general, I know, but when you go to Korea, you know, like everything is the highlight of that trip. But maybe like people actually. People were the
Nice.
highlight of it, I feel like. I just felt so welcomed. I don't know. It felt really nice.
And that's one important thing we want to transmit to our podcast is that we're different. Yes, we're from different places, but we've
Absolutely.
navigated so many backgrounds. And yet the best part is finding people you can connect with always. Okay. And then this is going to be last one. Why should people listen to Roots and Real Talk
Ooh.
podcast? Very unbiased,
Okay.
like obviously.
Very, very
Sure.
unbiased. To be honest, even though I'm the producer, listening to the episodes, it just time flies by and you don't even feel like it's a podcast. Like it's just listening to amazing people with amazing knowledge just talking and sharing these information that you can access for, well, free, you know? And it's just, I learned so much. I'm just so grateful to be a part of this because I think it's making me a better version of myself. Like it's making me better than who I was yesterday. I'd say if you want to experience the same thing, why not?
I mean, this is the best Google
Why not?
review ever. Like, you get to be better than yesterday if you listen
And it
to
doesn't
the
even
podcast.
feel like a podcast.
Nah, it's just
Very
friends hanging
nice.
out.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the truth. And then not answering questions is the rule, I think, that we're all
Yeah.
following.
As you can see today, me.
So, Neil, thank you so much for your
Thank
time
you.
today. We enjoyed, really, I think, the
Me
audience
too.
and me discovering who the person behind the scene is, the fun parts
Now
and
you know.
bits of the podcast. We are looking forward for way more episodes. And hopefully, as we go through the different episodes, we will become also more hip thanks to the guidance and instructions that we will receive from Neil and won't look too weird. So thank you, Neil.
You've listened to Roots, Routes, and Real Talk,